guys, I hope you all are doing well. Uh, I'm sorry about the today's live streaming. So there's something come up in between, and I wasn't able to give a time for live streaming. But we'll have in some other day. Okay. So meanwhile, if you have any questions related to the strategy or anything related to smart money concepts, so you can DM me on Instagram, or you can comment on the video. I reply almost every single comment on every single video. Okay, so don't worry about that. Now, so today's video is gonna be a little bit longer. Today we're gonna cover two things. Okay, so the next topic, which is what is prop firm and how to pass the prop firm challenge. What are the different types of prop firms and which one you should choose based on our strategy. Okay, so which prop firm will allow to trade this strategy with the best possible way that we can, because we are having here 1 2 3 4 pip stops, right? And we should aware of the rules and the stuff. So we'll talk about it into deeper, but this is the first part, and then the second part will be the weekly forecast. Okay, so I will be quick there. I will be having 3-4 pairs only. Okay, and you know now how to mark the charts using this strategy and using the smart money concepts, right? So let's get started into it. So here's the thing. Okay, so what is a prop firm? Prop firm is kind of a fund provider, right? So let's say, for example, you have a skill and you know the strategy, you tested it on demo or small account, and now you are consistent for last, let's say, 6 months. And because you're consistent and you are proven on your small account or your demo account, doesn't matter, you need to go big, because otherwise on the small account your time and money, the time that you put into this doesn't worth the outcome, right? So because on the small account you will be getting substantially less money. For example, let's say $1,000 account, right, or euro account. So let's say average return maybe, let's say 20R or a month, and you're risking, let's say, 1%. 20R, let's say 20% of the $1,000 is $200. So that's not enough for your as a sustainable income and the stuff. So what you should do in this case, only if you know you are consistent for at least 3-4 months, otherwise you don't go for challenge. Okay, so these prop firms are basically, they have a set of rules and criteria. You appear their exam and they will fund you. Okay, so fund from starts from 10,000 euro or $10,000 to I think 200 or 300,000 in once, and maximum you can go up to 600,000. Okay, it depends on the different platform. There are tons of that, so I'm going to comparing these three. Okay, my Forex Fund and E8Funding and FTMO, right? So basically it just like speed up your process as a trader, and it will give you sustainable income, which is actually enough to have your the paycheck for every single month, right? But before you go any challenge, right, so you should at least test your model or your strategy for at least 3 to 6 months and see the consistency. Otherwise you don't go for challenge, because if you don't have consistency and you don't know what you're doing, so you will end up losing the money. Okay, because they are not cheap. These challenges are expensive. Okay, so I will cover briefly the differences and the similarity between these three. I'm going to take only the standard evaluation into consideration, rather than there are different programs, but generally go with the standard evaluation and you'll be fine. Okay, so let's start about my Forex fund for a few minutes, and then we'll talk about this too as well. So typically it has two phases. In the phase one, you have target to reach 8% of profit, and in phase two, you have target to reach 5% of profit. Right? So your daily drawdown is a 5%. If you lose more than 5% in a day, you will be taken out from the challenge, and you will fail that, right? And your maximum drawdown allowed is 12%, which is a little bit higher than these other two. And it's reliable prop firms. I'm with them, and the payout and the stuff, they are legitimate. Okay, so as far as so far, okay, well, I don't know in the future, but for today onwards, on the 1st of March 2022, this is the legitimate. Okay, so they do pay. The payout is like 75% per. Let's say you have $1,000 profit in a month, or let's say $10,000 in profit in a month, so they will pay you 75%, which is $7,500, and it will increase up to 85%, right? That's the my Forex fund. So just typical two phases, 8%, 5%, 5%. These numbers you need to be make sure you remember it, or you need otherwise you need to go their website. I will put the website link, all of this thing, into the description, and study the rule before you go into the challenge. Okay, all right, so this is about the my Forex fund. So let's talk about the E8Funding. So this is actually new pop firm. So I heard that it is emerged from some former employees of FTMO, but it looks promising. Okay, so they have really nice dashboard and the stuff, and looks really legit. Okay, just they are new, so I think I will give a shot, okay, with them. So they are pretty similar actually with this two phases. The only difference between my MFF and this one, they have drawdown, maximum drawdown, which is actually not 10% but 8%, and daily is 5%, right? So that's the only difference between MFF and this. This is not cheaper actually. This one, E8Funding, is little bit expensive than this my MFF, my Forex fund. Right, so this is only thing. Okay, I will tell you, this is the pros actually. I will tell you the cons of this, and which is the best, which is for whatever the best for you, you can take it. Okay, they all fit our model, trading style and stuff. And the FTMO is an FTMO is like industry leader. Okay, so they are in a industry in quite a while, so they are legit, and they do know what they're doing. Okay, so this is actually most reliable and proven in the industry. They are since long. Okay, so these are the rules kind of stuff. So the differences are basically I'll talk about the differences. My Forex fund, they checks the daily drawdown on equity rather than the balance. So for example, you have opened the trade, and let's say for example the trade is floating profit, let's say minus 5%, 4%, and then you go profit into the profit, and then again come into loss of 1%. So they will consider that loss based on the equity rather than the closed balance, and that's not a good actually. So because see what happens, let's say for example you are in the trade, and you are using our swing model, right? And you are in the trade, and you are holding a trade like few days, 2-3 days, and during the 2-3 days, if it comes, let's say in a pullback minus 5%, so you will be out. So that's the only thing I don't like about this. Other than this, my Forex fund is very good. This is very good for scalping. Swing, actually, I would not recommend this for swing, but you can do that. That's not impossible actually. Yeah, you just need to be aggressive and know where to put stop loss, and don't hit that maximum drawdown. Okay, or daily drawdown. So E8Funding actually doesn't have this kind of stuff. E8Funding and the FTMO, they have daily drawdown check on the balance rather than liquidity. So they all are check. They are good for this, at least on these aspects, and this is very nice. And for and the news trading, right? So the next is news trading is allowed here in my Forex Fund and E8Funding, and is not allowed in the FTMO. What I mean in the news trading, let's say, for example, we're not trading here news, right? So in our strategy, we just trading technical analysis based on our understanding of the smart money concepts, right? Now, so for example, you are in the trade already here. Let's say, for example, this trade, and you are having FTMO account. Say, for example, you are here. Okay, you entered here. Your stops were here, and your target were basically down the line here or somewhere. And what happens, let's say here, you don't know, okay, there was a news, and you that news caused this move from here. So FTMO will call it as a violation because your profit hit because of news. But that wasn't the case, right? So you're trading here since long. So that's the only thing I don't like it about FTMO. Other than this, FTMO is also grand. So this is actually basic understanding of the prop firms and stuff. So if you want to study their detailed rules and regulations, and so you should go to their website. I'll put the website links into the description, and study their rules properly before taking challenge. Now the main topic is how to pass it. Yeah, so now our strategy, what to do, what to look into the market, and how to pass it. Okay, I will give you a simple tricks. You need to trade based on our rules. So, and our strategy is based on our rules, right? Now, okay, so I will say you need to have at least 2 models. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, trading models and the stuff, you need to go back to my previous videos about trading models. And I actually back tested it as well, one of the scalp model. Okay, so you need to have at least 1 scalp model and 1 swing. Okay, so for example, scalp model will be like you'll be looking for 1 breakup structure, New York Open only, for example. Okay, this is a New York Open here, and this is the new impulse in the New York. Okay, so you're gonna look for a trade for this impulse for scalp. This happened during New York, and you're trading this order block here. So, and every single day you go and look only those things, specific thing into the market. That's how the success lies into it. Okay, so and you have proper risk plan. For example, if you take let's say for my Forex Fund challenge of $100,000. Okay, so first thing first, what you're gonna do, very first thing. Okay, I will type it here. Have 2 models. Okay, 2 models, 1 is scalp and 1 is swing, and you should pair you should trade only 2 to maximum 3 pairs, not more than that. So, and how this model is tested on your pairs. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, you should have proper risk management plan. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, trading plan and the stuff, I think the previous video I explained it. So let's say you risk only here 0.5 5%. Okay. Now with 0.5% risk, you only have you have 20. For example, in case of my Forex fund, you have 24 trades to lose. Okay. How many? 24 trades to lose. You're gonna trade only 2 trades in a day. 2 trades in a day maximum. 0 is fine, 1 is also fine, but maximum 2 trades. If you lose those 2 trades, you're gonna stop trading. Okay. Now number 3. Okay, so this is number 2 and number 4. So I'm giving the rules because it will help you to avoid emotions and impulsive trading. See, nobody can it is statistically impossible to lose 24 trades continuously. It's impossible unless you are trading impulsively or emotionally, right? It's really impossible to lose all 24 trade in a single shot, no win. Okay, so if you are beginner here, so let's consider a 40% of your win rate. This can be improved if you get used to this strategy and stuff. But let's say, for example, 40% win rate, which is achievable. It's not too it's not impossible to get this win rate. Okay, and your trade should be minimum, or let's say 10-hour trade for scalp model maximum. So you are taking 10-hour or loss or break even. Okay, so this is simple thing, right? So if you traded a 10 trades in a month, let's say you have a 10 trades in month, 6 win, which is a 60-hour minus 4 losses. Oh, sorry, not 6, 4 win, which is 40-hour, and 6 losses. That's our 40% win rate, right? 6 losses is minus 6 hour. Yeah. So you are having 34 hour in a month. 34 hour with 0.5% risk is 17%. So it will you can easily pass any of this 8%. 8% is profit target. 8%, 10%. If you have rule-based strategy and a rule-based plan and proper risk management. See, it's not difficult. Only people who trades impulsively or emotionally, they will lose because it's impossible to lose 24 trades in single shot, right? It's very difficult. And if you lose 2 trades in a day, you just close your computer and you go home or do some other stuff. Okay, don't come to the charts. And I explained actually this to one of the scalp model I backtested. Okay, and this is how you should also backtest only one specific thing into the market, and then come and then take a challenge and then pass it. Okay, so I think this will be, I mean, this is mind-blowing, isn't it? Because not many people will able to handle the emotions, let's say after 1, 2, 3, 4 losses. But if you know your edge and if you know what you're doing here, so it will make sense, right? So what I'll do, I'll put this I'll put the link of these websites, this all 3 platforms into the description. you can go there and have a look. All right. Now if you have any questions related to this, okay, how to get it there, and how to have proper trading models and the stuff, so let me know into the comment as well as into the DM on Instagram, and we'll take it from there. Okay. Now, so this is the first part of this video, and the second part will be so I'll get rid of this, our daily outlook, so the weekly outlook, right? So weekly forecast. So let's get into it. The weekly forecast, week number 9, which is the beginning of the March 2022. Okay, so first thing first here. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna mark our lows and highs, solidified lows and highs. Okay, so this was our daily high. Okay, and which is not broken here, was unwillingness to go up, and it just came down here. So, and this was our low, which is also not, it just took the liquidity, it's not broken as well. Okay, so we are in this range for swing perspective or daily perspective, right? So basically we'll be looking for short and break this low and have new low. Okay, now so let's go and see what is there on intraday, what's going on. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just hide this. Okay, so intraday we're getting strong reaction from here. So I think last week I have told you, okay, this reaction is not too this reaction was taking too long, so it's struggling to break this up. And I remember I told you, if it breaks this, it will be free fall from here, and it will at least take this low out. So which has happened, exactly what happened. Okay, you just need to find your model. See, if you have your direction correct, it's just matter of finding your trading model and make it work for you. Okay, so yeah, so now what we're looking here. Okay, so for intraday perspective, we got this break. Okay, that's a break of structure. We'll be looking to short from this candle. Okay, that's your order block, and you can refine it actually to that one, the red candle, and I'll put an alert there. Okay, so that's it. So you alert trigger, and then only you get active, look 1 2 3 4 5 minutes and take a scalp from there to the down, right? So that's as simple as that. And actually and that's a nice area actually. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have imbalance and the stuff in this candle there. So basically, yeah, that's nice. Basically, it may not come here. Okay, so it may go from here as well. So if you see, there are the buyers here. Okay, so basically this candle also have significant weight to go from down there. Say on the 3 hour, for 2 hour, maybe 1 hour. Yeah, so there are some buyers here, and it actually broke structure from here. Yeah, I think it's not, but yeah. Okay, so just monitor there. Okay, so if you take a short here, so just be aware that it can come up to here as well, and you can be aggressive and put the stop, take some profit and put the stop 0 and wait for what it does. Okay, it's as simple as that. This is for swing or intraday perspective. So, and if it breaks this, then you can take look for the buy for intraday perspective. Okay, so we are, just remember, we are in this range, and we were looking to go short and just looking to break this. But looking at the reaction at this point of time, I can't, the data that we have, so we're still short. Okay, unless it breaks this one, and then we'll look for the buy if that happens. Okay, so that's about EU. Then let's go to New Zealand dollar. Yeah, this is what the last week's marking, right? So see where it is reacting, guys. See, it just took the liquidity from here, and I hope you guys got it. I wasn't looking this pair last week, but this is what I marked it last week, and there might be entry from here. Okay, let's see if there is an entry. Okay, probably on 24th. What day is Friday? 24th is, yeah, it's probably Friday or Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, so this was here at come on the 1 minute. So we got this break. That's your trade. Okay, 1 minute. And where did break came from? From here. Okay, and let's see if we have second break. Well, this is a second break here actually. So yeah, that break happened here. So it's not clear here. Let's say on the 2 minute. Second break, and there you go. You have your order block, which is, I guess, here. Yeah, so you can take the entry from there, and yeah, see, see that's how it is. Okay, guys. I haven't tested it. It's just like, I just did it. So that's the swing one. Okay, so, and you should have actually 50 or I don't know 20 or how much, let's say 2 minute, right? Man, massive trade was there on this pair last week. Okay, let's say even on the open. Okay, so you just put on open and 6 pip stop, which is really high. If you take on 50% on the 3 pips, whoa, this is what you need. Only one of the trade this is like this in a month, and that's it. You don't need anything, and you will be taking some profit from there along the line. That went 100 pips, which is 32 hour. Okay, with 3 pips stop. Okay, 3 pips is kind of a little bit high. We can get to 15 seconds, but it's still not too bad. Okay, great. So let's analyze this from the beginning. Now, first thing first. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna mark our solidified lows and highs. So not this one. So here's the thing. So that's your high. If you don't know how to mark it, I think you should go back to my playlist of the order block strategy and then come back here. Otherwise, it will not make sense. Okay. So yeah, so this one is still in this range, and now it is reacting from here. So which is This is minor structure though, and we have intensive, I mean, we have the reason price to go up here. Okay, and this was actually the breakup structure. Yeah, I mean, this was your breakup structure down. Okay, all right, so this is what we're looking to sell from this area for the swing, and we're looking buy up to this area for intraday and this stuff, right? So now for intraday, let's say on the 4 hour we got this breakup structure here. So this is now term as a liquidity grab. Okay, so what actually I was on the 7 hour last week I was looking for this one, right? So this was a breakup structure here, the first break, and this is was happened second break. So first break came from this somewhere here, and we marked those areas, right? Now what we're looking actually continuation of this move up. So basically this is where it break from, right? First break. Let's say on the 2 hour is not a, didn't break it 2 hours. So yeah, I mean, this is the candle actually to go from there, go up. It may come down a little bit. I see some imbalances, but this makes sense because this is an order block which broke the structure here. Okay, and this is not broken yet, so it has a reason to come down here. So what I'll do, I'll just put an alert over here, and we'll see if it hits. And obviously our target will be at least this one, okay, in this green zone. This is a New Zealand dollar, and let's say the pound dollar. And the pound dollar, yeah, actually I marked it last week, but let's start from the beginning. This is your high, and this is your low. Yeah, so price came back to this one. It's just touching. Okay, right, so probably it may come down. So that's what I marked this green candle. Okay, and then we have only one break on the daily, okay, which is here from here. So we have only one break, which is a bullish intention, and the trend is not confirmed yet. Okay, so it may come from here and break this low as well. So we don't have confirmation of the trend on the daily. So for intraday, what we can do, it's heavily bearish. And this is nice area to sell it because we have imbalance and the stuff in the line. So I'll put this alert here. Okay, and you can take a scalp for buy there. Okay, which is, I think it's 100, 200, 300 pips from here. 175 pips, which is, you can have like, you know, many trades in between the scalp trade, but this is what for intraday we're looking for. And yeah, it's probably, it will come down, tap somewhere here, and then go buy up. But this is minor structure, guys, so for the scalp and the stuff. So we are in this range for this 1 hour now, so it's not too much going on here. And yeah, I mean, that's it for pound dollar. So the DXY, which is a dollar index, and dollar is gonna, it's broken here up, right? So yeah, yes, last week I told, okay, so it's gonna become break this, because it already broke this. So I think it should continue, and that's the candle here. Okay, so you generally follow opposite of euro dollar, follow opposite of this. Okay, and it should continue higher. And if it's struggling to go up, so probably no, it's not struggling. See, the impulse it's still big. So let's see. For the gold, actually, the gold should take this high out, because of this war and the stuff going on. See what happens when war happens, right? So there will be uncertainty in the financial market, and the big players, the big banks and the stuff, they will move money to the physical assets, or the gold is kind of gold, and the Japanese yen is kind of safe havens if something uncertainty happens in the market. Okay, so the investors move their money from the other assets to the gold. So it's probably go and take this out, which is 2076, right? 2075, which was the last high. And we were actually talking about the gold since from here, right? So if you see my previous video on the outlook, so this was the liquidity taken, and I was asking to take this high out, and it was spiked here. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Come from here, continue higher from here. Okay, yeah, so that's about the gold. So if you can mark like this, and okay, this high, low now, and that this was actually broken from here. And yeah, actually, not this is not on order block, but this is on the lower time frame. There will be something there on the daily. Yeah, I think this candle, okay, on daily makes sense, but you cannot ignore this too. Okay, so basically this is what I marked, right? So watch out this on the lower time frame, this too, and you can take the trade from there for a buy. Okay, so other than this, guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me here on the chat, on the comment, or DM me. And if you liking this content, I would appreciate if you share it, or tag someone in the comment, which someone who needs this. I'm gonna have some giveaway, one-to-one sessions in coming days. So the people, you guys, I will have some two, like one giveaway for you and your friends when you tag those into the comments, those people's or your friends. Okay, I will come up with the post, but I would appreciate if you share and like it. And if you like this content, you can buy me coffee, the link in the description. Okay, so I think this is it for this week then. Take it easy, have a nice weekend, and have a safe trading week ahead. Okay, Jai Hind.